Alright guys, so this is yet another video about expiry day, and of course this is the second video of this channel, and I'm sure a lot of you might be wondering that if this channel is only going to be about expiry. So let me be very clear that this channel, I have a lot of plans for this channel. It's not just going to be about expiry. Of course expiry is going to be part of it if you guys want us to keep doing these kind of videos. But it's not just going to be only about expiry. There are a lot of other ideas that I have in mind. So I'm hoping that sooner than later we can start putting out those videos as well, right? So having said that, let's talk about the market today, and let's look at the daily chart of Nifty first. So if you see the market right now, after making a very serious move on the upside, right, a very strong momentum that the market got, right now what is happening is that the market is just in a consolidation phase, right? So market is just trading in a very narrow range. On the lower end we have 17,250, and on the higher end we have 17,450. So about 200 point of range in which this market has been oscillating for about 2 weeks. Now I know a lot of people, they were expecting the market to crack down, to come down, just as many people who were expecting the market to go higher, right? So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know exactly where the market would eventually go. What it is doing right now, it is just consolidating. It's just like resting, and it's only time will tell whether after the consolidation phase it starts to break out or it starts to break down. But as of now, the context is it's just a plain simple consolidation where we don't expect some big moves, right? Consolidation happens in a very narrow range, so you don't expect a lot of movement happening in this kind of a range. Now let's take a look at the intraday chart of Nifty. So again, very lackluster kind of a market. So if you see here, this is as boring as the market can be, right? So you have the market, went up a little bit, came down, felt like this was going to crack, and then again made a move on the upside, then it came down, then again went up, again came down, and then finally went back up. So this is the choppiness that is, of course, because of the nature of consolidation, it is happening. But on top of that, expiry days also create these kind of pressures, because of which the market goes through these kind of gyrations, but very, very normal, much expected. So today when I wanted to trade the expiry day, the one thing which I made myself very clear from the beginning itself was that I will only trade in Nifty. I will not trade in Bank Nifty. And the reason is very simple. Bank Nifty can be very volatile, and it's been causing some issues in the past. Not that I don't want to trade Bank Nifty. I do want to trade Bank Nifty, but maybe in a better market context where there is a clear direction in the market. Right now, the volatility in Bank Nifty sometimes can be very brutal, and I will show you guys one example of that. But as of now, my intention, just from the beginning, I said, no more Bank Nifty today, just stick with Nifty. So when I'm trading with Bank Nifty, I am a little bit more cautious, so my discipline is better. But when I trade with Nifty, I think one of the things which kind of messed up a little bit in the morning itself was I became a little lax in terms of how I enter. And what I did was I entered, I shorted the call option, and I of 17,350, 17,300, and I took some big positions. And the quantity was pretty big actually. That was not a good idea, and this is, by the way, a learning for all of you guys, that if you are selling options, you should never be selling huge quantities right in the beginning itself, because sometimes if the market starts to pick up momentum against you, it's very hard to manage your position. So that position gave me some trouble, and as you can see here, this is like these are the trades that I took, and you can see right here, this is like the recording of the trades that we took, right? So the position actually gave me problem for quite some time, really for a good 3 hours or so, the market was going against me and the positions were not doing fine. Then finally when the market started to come down, then the positions got better. And then again I took some put options, and I added some more positions to that, and eventually it came out fine. So that is the story of any expiry day, guys. It's very simple, straightforward kind of a thing. You basically just go with the flow. You sell call options or you sell put options. You just have to make sure that you're not taking excessive risk, and you know when to get out when things start to turn against you. And that's how the day ended. It's not really a spectacular day. By my standards, it's actually not that big of a day, but it ended in the green, and that is what I think really matters. So that's how it was. Now I want to end this video on a very interesting note here, and take a look at Bank Nifty, and that is the reason I will tell you why I was reluctant to trade Bank Nifty. Take a look at this move in the last half an hour. Bank Nifty made a move from 36,580 to 36,700 within a matter of 15 minutes. And you see some of those options here, right? So let's say somebody who had sold this option for 20 rupees or thereabouts to eat that premium, right? Half an hour left. How much can go wrong? Well, plenty can go wrong. That is the beauty of Bank Nifty. I don't know whether beauty is the right word, but that is the nature of Bank Nifty. So this 20 rupee option went up to 90 rupees, right? So if your reward was 20 rupees, your risk was at least almost 5 times. So 4 times. Right? So that is the danger trading with Bank Nifty. Not that it's like cannot be managed. It can be managed, but not everybody has the capacity to handle this kind of volatility, and that's the reason probably it's a better idea to stick with Nifty rather than Bank Nifty. But Nifty also, by the way, Nifty was also not like it was going slowly. It made a vertical move, but as compared to Bank Nifty, the move was relatively milder, could have been managed relatively easily. So guys, this is it. I don't know what else to talk about. Simple expiry day, made some money. So let me know how many of you traded on expiry day and what ended up happening. Whether you made money, whether you lost money, whatever is the case, just let me know. It's always good to know how you guys are doing. So with that said, I will wrap up this video, and hopefully the next coming few videos, I want to have some more interesting variety, some more interesting thoughts that I want to share in this channel. So stay tuned for that.